Manhattan, and you're watching Lights Out.
Lights Out, FAISAL Khan, joined by Steve Goodwin. Steve, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Had a good night.
Let's just assess the night of boxing here at your call. Start with Camacho Iqbal. What's your take on the fight?
Well, I think, as our fans said after the fight, the better man won. He did injure his back, but he was well behind on the cards anyway. And what he fought, I would say, the fight of his life, a perfectly executed game plan. His trainer Terry Coulter put together for him an amazing plan, and it's a story of never ever give up, because Wadi Camacho, when he came to me, was advised to retire. He's on the back of 2 or 3 losses, and a couple of years later, or 3 years later after signing with me, he's won more Southern Area defences than anybody else. He's a history-making Southern Area champion, and now he's a Commonwealth champion. So it's been an amazing turnaround for his career, and both him and his trainer Terry deserve every credit. For our fan, he just looked to me a bit dejected after the fight. You know, we'll chat with our fan about what goes on, but you know, I think he's really more of a light heavyweight, and I think as a cruiserweight, I think people are just slightly too big for him. I think he could be a sensational light heavy, but I think cruiser is just not his weight category. But he's a great fighter, but I'd like to see him come down a weight. I
mean, it's such a good fight, you know. I mean, it was getting better and better as the fight went on. How disappointing was it to see one of the members from Team Arfan throw a chair in the middle of the ring? That could have hit one of the fighters, could have hit the referee. It really ruined what was a good fight, despite the injury to Arfan Iqbal, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's not down to any of the fighters, or Arfan in particular. Very disappointing that fans do and behave like that, and supporters do. And it's not the first time something like that's happened. We've seen shoes lobbed in the ring at fighters before. It can happen, but security, fortunately, were excellent. They got it under control very quickly and calmed the situation down, so it didn't get any worse than that.
Michael Ramabeletsa shocked everyone by stopping Ryan Walker in the first round. What a tremendous performance he put in for Ryan Walker. That's his first defeat. What do you think was wrong with Ryan today? Getting into the ring, he didn't look as confident as he usually does. Yeah,
but in the first, Ryan basically was up against a very, very, very good operator in Michael Ramabeletsa. And Michael, again, another person who came to me with a 15 record, and since then we've managed to give him 3 title fights, and he is now English champion. So once again, never give up your dreams. Michael Ramabeletsa's got 16 losses on his record, and he's now English champion. So it shows you that, I mean, what I've been known for at the moment is turning people's careers around. It is one thing I have done, but you know, never give up your dreams. Losses don't mean it's the end for you, and both Wadi and Michael prove that.
Win tonight for Brandon Ball, goes 4-0. Very impressive performance today.
I think Brandon's improved massively under Richard Sawyer. I think Richard has done a fantastic job with him, and Brandon to me looks, if we handle him at the right pace, and we will, that he'll end up being a little star, because I think he's got everything that it will take to be a real champion.
Defeats also for Chris Lawrence and Reese Smith. Where did they go from here?
Well, Reese Smith was not expected to win. He's in the away corner. Reese was fighting ID Hill, so ID Hill was expected to win that. So Reese Smith was the away fighter, so that's normal. Chris Lawrence, however, was the one that was unexpected, but he needs to go back to. We need to sit down with him and go back to what's gone wrong in his training, because he wasn't throwing any output of punches. And I just spoke to his dad and I said, we need to talk, because that performance isn't good enough for him to really continue as a professional boxer. But I know he's a lot better than that, but we need to identify what the problems are, put that right. Once that's put right, then we can come again.
And also good wins for James Costanzo and Haysam Ali. 2019 is looking to be a big year for them. What's the plan with Haysam and
well, he's not my fighter, so he's just fighting on the show. James Costanzo, we're just going to continue to build him. So James is just getting his career on the way, so we're excited with him. Haysam Ali's not my fighter, so it's not really for me to comment. He's just boxing on our show. He's managed by Alec Wilkie.
Looked like a very good fight, I know, and obviously we received the news the other day about Taylor Jones pulling out the Linus Adolfia fight. Can you tell us, has there been any update of a potential opponent for Linus?
Well, no, yeah, there has. He's for December. He's not fighting for the Southern Area title because there's no time, and Taylor Jones doesn't want to vacate. So we take Tay at his word that he really does want to fight Linus, and he will go through with it. So a new date for that fight has been scheduled for March the 9th. We obviously hope that we don't get an injury from Tay before that, but I'm assured by Lee Eaton, who represents him, that he will turn up. So fingers crossed he turns up on March the 9th. Because we don't want to waste time, but Linus is fighting an undefeated foreign boxer who was a former kickboxing champion and world champion, and they're coming over to win, and they want to make a statement in Britain. Linus wanted a proper fight. He's got an undefeated kid coming over who's coming to win, so that'll be a great 8-round fight still on the 1st of December.
I do apologise, I just want to push you back a little to Wadi Camacho. Now he's a Commonwealth champion. What's the plan next with Wadi Camacho, and how many more fights do you think he's got left in his career?
For Wadi, we now want a big fight for big money.
There was a bit of words exchange between him and Isaac Chamberlain. Is that something you can look at?
Isaac Chamberlain's promoted by Eddie Hearn. Make us an offer. Don't offer any stupid money. Don't try and take the P, because we're not going to fight you. If Eddie Hearn comes up with a decent offer that we feel is acceptable, we will box Isaac Chamberlain, as we will any other cruiserweight in the country.
They've already fought once. It was a good fight, and is there a chance?
And Wadi will have a chance again, but as I say, Wadi wants to fight for the money that he wants. Now he's Commonwealth champion, and if Eddie Hearn or anybody else that's got a cruiserweight wants to pay the money, Wadi Camacho will turn up and be there.
Steve Goodwin, thank you very much for your time. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you very much.